I think I see something looking at me through that window.
Must be a yokai.
I might be a little delusional.
I see you.
But
I feel like Invis probably, now that Daredevil's getting played everywhere, is probably taking a bit of a hit because she's not survivable.
Finished. This game feels great to play, but we're not stopping at just fixing and balancing. That's only part of the issue.
Oh, it's this guy. Oh, yo, it's.
Let's lean back in real quick. Don't go anywhere. Stop that. 2 seasons, 3 DPS, and 1 tank. Supports are starving. I need you all to be completely honest with yourselves and admit that there are no strategist players left in Marvel Rivals. What?
Okay, I have seen this somewhere before. Not this exact one, but like a very similar one. I think a lot of people got tired of triple support and also just having new characters. But like, we all know that there's no new character. Well, I mean, I guess next season there might be. There's apparently like a leak that there'll be a support next season. But like, we've been known that, but there's nothing we can do about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's already set that way, which is stupid.
What I mean by this is that the concept of a strategist, nobody enjoys playing the role for real. If you ask me, everyone is feeling, and I can prove it. When you look at a Lord Luna, or a Lord Mantis, or a Lord Ultron, that is not someone that got that Lord because they like playing the character. That is somebody that does not like the fact that they have to fill, but will fill anyway because they like to win more than they lose. All the strategist mains left the game around season 1 when they realized that the content for this game was going to be garbage and catered towards supports.
This is like we're arriving at the same outcome, but I don't agree on the way there. Yes, I think a lot of them left, but I think that's like most of the casuals. I'm not gonna forget when we did that Twitch Rivals tournament, the most recent one. Dude, 80% of the streamers they invited that like used to play Rivals were all support players. Like, I think my team had 4 support players on it. Everyone had at least 3 support players. Every single team in the event had at least 3 support players. And it wasn't because triple support was meta. It wasn't meta at the time. I think most people, when they like most of the casual streamers who played this game and casual players were support players. And I think the more competitive players that are support players probably weren't having that much fun because there's nothing new for them to do. And also your biggest competitor, Overwatch, I hate to say it, does really good at support. Like, they just made a new support and a lot of people were playing the new support hero, Wu Yang. But also, that said, I think most of them just kind of move on, you know, and they get tired of it. So it is what it is, but I think that's kind of what happens.
Reworks, team ups, better support theory, better character development theory for these supports. Literally almost 6 months since we've seen another support in a game that drops 1 character a month.
I think we're also getting closer and closer to the realization that the casuals all left, my friends. Like, you have a casually competitive community now. You have a community that, like, they play the game pretty often, but like the true casuals have all left. You have the people that, like, they're hero shooter enjoyers, but they just don't play the game every single day. They play it like once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week. They come back for the big updates. That's who your casual community is now. True casuals are gone.
It's incredibly unbiased.
They're probably playing Battlefield right now.
May be good now, but if they do not drop a new support soon and continue to encourage people to play support, Marvel Rivals will continue on a downward spiral. It's already a thankless job in and of itself. Like, there's no strategy in playing strategist. Think about that. I mean, sure, you had Loki with a good concept, but he literally just became an anchor to whoever has the best support ult in the game. So that way,
imagine a world though where Rivals didn't drop a hero every single month, and they dropped it once every 3 months, kind of like Overwatch does. You'd be waiting a lot longer for a support than you think you would be. But that's the thing though. The core of the game needs to carry, and the core of this game at the moment is not feeling too good for most people.
You can have 2 of said support ult. That's not using his kit to the fullest. It's just, you know, it's empty. Then you have characters like Adam and Jeff, which in low-tier gameplay are looked at as some of the worst characters in the game because most people don't know how to use their kits correctly until higher levels of play. And that's a problem. And I see why people just lock those characters and mute, because quite frankly, there's no joy in playing any other support other than, let's think, Jeff, Adam Warlock, Mantis, Loki. We need more support characters. And not just the type of, oh, press a button and you keep your team up for like 10 seconds. No, I want actual strategist ultimates. Maybe something like Nano from Overwatch, or make it so that way you get like Kitsune Rush or something like that. But give
no Kitsune, please no.
Some interactive ultimates that are meta-defining, that make the game fun and interactive to play.
Please no.
You could even change the current support ults based on the team ups that they have. Like, let's say you have Luna Snow who has a team up with, let's say, Daredevil, and she loses the ability to give like healing over time, but instead her ultimate just gives an insane damage boost and speed boost. That'd be insane. I like that.
I think that's a fundamental big change, because like now you change the way the whole ability works based on what your teammate picked. You know what I mean? Like, you have no healing because your teammate picked something else. gameplay design says impossible. I understand what he's cooking, but like from a literal gameplay design standpoint, that would be horrible. Because like imagine you picked Luna because you want to have a healing ult, and then someone on your team picks Daredevil. And now the answer to that is, well, then you have all three. Whoa, well, you want to give a healing, damage, big damage boost, and movement speed? Well, now you just mega broke the character. Okay, next. Look at them, they're so nice. Hiding in the corner waiting. At least they were patient. Yeah, they were patient. That's kind of cute. That is actually kind of cute. Yeah, I mean, that's just like a little, like, sometimes you just gotta look around a little bit more. But hey, I think that's happened to everybody. I've done it when I've played support. It is what it is.
Time when I was working at my...
I thought this was an ad for half a second. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I thought I clicked on the wrong thing.
Subway, this 10-year-old kid came in wearing a swimsuit and literally nothing else. And he was unsupervised. He didn't want a sandwich, all he wanted was a cookie, but this kid wasn't wearing shoes or a shirt. The two things you need to get service at a restaurant. So did I tell this shirtless delinquent
What he's gonna
to
call
get
her on?
lost? No, he had money, so I did business with him. I don't discriminate against shirtless people. Look, his mom was probably at the grocery store next door, and he just got done with swimming lessons, and he said something like, "Mother, I would be most grateful if you let me consume a pastry with high levels of sugar and simple carbohydrates." And his mom probably said, "Yeah, whatever, nerd, go get something at Subway." Time when I was working at...
I wish we had more of these. I've noticed as Rivals has gone on, there's much less of these, like funny, goofy edits. And it's making me a little sad because I don't see it that much. Did I click on the wrong video? Is this is a Rivals one, right? Oh, it's hero shooters in general. Oh, okay, all right, I trust. Oh, I recognize the creator too.
I cannot
Okay.
stand the gaming community's obsession with rank. Doesn't matter if it's Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, Valorant, League of Legends. Every single games community is just obsessed with rank. If somebody...
That is true. That is very true. And there's goods and bads. The goods, it makes people invested. They care about trying. They care about improving. They have a connection to the game. They are your core community. Where it can also matter is, on average, I would trust someone who's consistently top 500's opinion on ranked or opinion on balance over someone who casually plays in gold. Because the person who casually plays in gold doesn't mean they're not as smart as the person in top 500. They just don't have as much experience and they don't have the perspective. So that's why on average for a long time, people have always looked towards higher ranks, and that's why a lot of games developed top-down balance. As the internet's evolved in the last few years and everyone wants to be heard and everyone wants their say and everyone believes that they're the one that should be catered to, that foundation has been shook quite strongly with goods and bads, because like sometimes they do go a little too hard when the top down, and it will break things at the lower level and it ends up making it not fun. But on the opposite end, it has also created this culture where unless you are number one, your opinion doesn't matter. And like, that's kind of stupid too.
Here's a take that they disagree with, they'll just try to insult you and call you a low-ranked player. If someone goes into a streamer's chat for the first time, the first thing they say is rank, ? It's to the point where you will have plat players.
Can I be honest with you? One of the best things about not streaming Overwatch that much anymore is I don't get the rank check all the time. People always, all they ever obsessed about after like so many years of Overwatch, they'd ask rank. It doesn't happen nearly as often in Rivals. Oh, I gotta say, it's been like a weight lifted off my shoulder. It doesn't happen. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't happen across the board that often anymore, but oh. Yeah, the variety definitely helps too. You're right.
It's calling the top 2 or 3% of the player base low elo. There is so much insecurity.
True. Dude, there is like, okay, in Overwatch especially. Okay, it's different now with Celestial, or not Celestial, sorry, Champion. But like, God, like Masters being shit, yeah, that's real. That's a real thing. And it's all perspective again, right? Like, I'll never forget the day I got called hard stuck top 500 in a ranked game, and I was like, thank you? Like, I was like,
in gaming, that people just need everybody else to think that they're so good. That's one of the reasons that people will always ask streamers rank ? Or like they'll hear a take and ask like, what's your rank? What they're really asking is, tell me if I should agree or disagree with what you have to say without even listening to what you have to say. But here's the reality.
True.
If something you say is correct or makes sense, then it makes sense regardless of your rank. And the opposite is true. If you say some nonsense, then it's nonsense regardless of your rank. And while we're on the
but most people don't know how to argue what their thing is right or wrong. It's like, it's been one of my gripes with content for years, is because anytime someone says something stupid and I will rebuke it and I will talk about why I think it's wrong, they will just come back and go, well, no, you're wrong. Or like, shut up. You got anything else? And it's like, never do.
The same thing is true about what role you play. Every argument starts with, as a tank player, as a support player, as a...
Oh my God, geez, this is actually cooking.
I don't care what rank, what role, what character you play. If something you say makes sense, then it makes sense regardless of if you are a bronze mercy player or a champion tracer player. I cannot stand the...
True. Oh my goodness. Like, I was talking about Thing recently and how he's like arguably the worst tank right now in Rivals because he just doesn't have a place and like he's just not really that powerful in the meta. And people go, as a Thing main, I can confidently say you're wrong because I win games on him. As a human being, shut the f up. As a Lord player, let me tell you why you're wrong because I am Lord. Okay. How about I'll tell you why you're wrong because doesn't have the survivability, doesn't fit into the meta because most of this kit revolves around anti-dive or /dive. The cooldown adjustment, it doesn't make sense as opposed to Emma's, which has a much stronger durability and also has range and also has harder CC, hard CC, and ult is arguably more useful because it's instead of one button that waves out, it's a moving ult that denies space. Well, I'm Lord. Shut up! Anyways. You know, I didn't like this map when it first came out because the clouds have grown on me. They're actually kind of fire. He was lurking. That's so funny. Doing this but on Wolverine or Angela is the real play. All right, last one I've got. Chat, have you been enjoying these videos and you want to see more? The only way I can do it is by you submitting more to my Discord. So if you have funny TikToks, good TikToks, bad TikToks, whatever the you see, grab them, throw them in my Discord, and mods will go through and make sure they're good to go, and then we'll watch them on stream. So thank you.
Hi, there you are. Emma said you were looking for me. How can I help you, little guy? Eric, master of the cutlery and ambassador of drip, wielder of the blade, my good sir. I have a favor to ask of you. Whoa. Emma did say communicating with you wouldn't be an issue, but I'm confused on what I could help you with. My queen has made a special request of me and would like for me to don a look of her choosing.
Why does she look crazy?
Which I would happily undergo for my benevolent muscle mommy, but I can't get it quite right on my own. My granny, cause she said, Tabby, you were too hot. Don't worry, you forget about. I'm falling in and out of. Look, a flaming brick. Double the stupid, double the worthlessness. But do go on. I could do it, but you don't exactly have what's needed. Oh, I apologize. This suit will provide you with the canvas needed to illustrate your skills. Huh?
Oh, is he gonna do what I think he is?
It won't hurt if I cut it? No, by all means. Get me right, Mr. Brooks. 1,000 gods! You, sir, have done the Lord's work and have made my Empress happy. Yeah!
Alright, that was gas. I will, like I was saying before on the other one, I feel like I've seen a decline of these style of content videos in Rivals as its popularity has waned. I hope to see more in the future because these are peak.